again, this is part of our legal team, Greg Adler and Mary Kelly. They did an incredible job. Those of you that were there were amazed at what they did to put on this case. In the appeal, the same thing. They just thoroughly got into it, understood the issue so intensely, and presented the argument so well. And it's such a huge asset, obviously, and a part of the victory. I'd like to bring up Mary Kelly.
I'd like to start out by saying it was a little bit about defeating the company. Greg couldn't be here today, so I want to send his apologies. As many of you know, I grew up in the Machinists Union. My dad was a tool and die maker out of East Hartford and eventually became an organizer and an international rep. I want to say that both 10 years ago and this time, it's been one of the greatest experiences of my life being involved in this fight, partly because of the family connection, but also because this is a union that from the bottom to the top supports the fight. You don't always see that. When I had a question or we had a problem, we could call up any time of the day or night and someone would find us the answer. Someone would come to every deposition. At the Second Circuit argument, we had a ton of people there. The rank and file all the way up to top membership and President Buffenbarger really support this fight, and I think that is why you've been so successful. And I'd like to say that there's a song I love, which is Mary Chapin Carpenter, and I know it's not the Dropkick Murphys, but everything we got the hard way, and that is, to me, the battle cry of the Machinists Union. Everything you got the hard way, and you're going to get it again in December.
We love you, Mary! Thank you, Mary. Next in the ring, someone who's in everybody's corner all the time and obviously kept this local together and is keeping this fight going on. I want to introduce our host, Wayne McCarthy, president of Local 1746.
First, I want to thank everybody for coming. It's really great to see everyone here. And a little bit of housekeeping, if you have any questions or need anything, see the guy in the red shirt. It is really an honor to be able to represent this membership in this fight. I couldn't ask for a better membership when almost a year ago today, it'll be July 21st, it'll be a year, you couldn't get a more devastating announcement than what this corporation announced to us. They had a nerve, Tom Mays, to come into our plant and to drop that bomb on us that they were considering closing the Cheshire Engine Center. And let's be real, he wasn't considering it, he had already made up his mind. From the very beginning, it was just a charade, but what they didn't count on, which they should have counted on, you could spend $6 million on a great law firm, but you're not going to be right. And we were right on this issue. They were wrong. They tried to deceive us. They tried to deceive the judge, and we were not deceived. But after that devastating news, we could all just given up, saying, what's the point? We're going to be out of a job. But we rallied together because we have responsibilities. We have a responsibility to our customer, who are the ones that are really paying our salary. We have a responsibility to our country. We are the ones that overhaul and repair the F-117s for the U.S. Air Force. We have a responsibility to our families because we have to provide for them and make a living. And we have a responsibility to each other. And instead of quitting and giving up, we persevered. And I am proud that we are now on a pace to deliver engines 95% on time, possibly 100% on time. And that kind of performance drives this company crazy. They wanted us to quit. They wanted us to lay down. So they could have pointed to us and said, see, they're the problem. We're not the problem, we're the solution, and they better get used to it because we're not going anywhere. Yeah! And we had such tremendous support from our international president, Tom Buffenbarger, the Eastern Territory, Lynn Tucker, and I tell you, what you can't buy in lawyering is heart and soul. And we had the heart and soul in this case. We had Mary Kelly and we had Greg Adler. And when it comes to having these good jobs, good union jobs that provide for our family, you know, it is great that today, on this day, I actually have the honor to recognize one of our union brothers and his family. His son, Casey Camary, son of Bob Camary, actually received the IEM scholarship, so I'd like to bring him up and present that to him today.
See here, you're our future, young fella. All right. Great.
I think if what everyone should take away from today is the images such as that and your children here. This is about families, you know, and you can look on your children and their accomplishments, and if you're struggling just to make ends meet, it's that much more difficult. So, again, I'm so proud of everything you've done, supporting me and supporting your committee, because without you it wouldn't have been possible. So let's keep our head up high. Remember, we didn't come this far and win this victory just to lay down in December. We're going to stand up and we're going to win. Thank you.